Previously.
Welcome to Goodwood.
This year, bringing Project Midnight, it was like, these guys aren't messing around. Because not only did they bring Midnight, they brought Scott.
Scott, no homework. He's watching my video. You got the upper hand here. Run.
Yeah, we're gonna lose our window here.
I mean, you're in the UK. One passing cloud that puts shadow, and you lose 20% of your grip.
Will we have enough time?
And now.
Let's party again.
Travis beat us on the first two stages, obviously making a little bit of a push.
Hold on.
All we've got left is the final. The boys are going to push super hard.
You still kept the speed going. That was amazing. Scott Speed going to try and take the fastest time here.
This is Launch Control. Final qualifying at the Goodwood Hillclimb Shootout.
The one that we are expected to be challenging for the win. Scott Speed in the Subaru Project Midnight.
The pressure narrows everyone's focus. A strong run here gets you a prime slot in the finale, and Subaru has high hopes for its new machine.
Using every width of the track possible, comes across the line, Ben.
Scott Speed across the line.
The result is strong.
Scott is...
He's missed out by just a 10.5 from the fastest time we have seen so far.
second by a 10.
The draw of Goodwood brings the biggest manufacturers to the table, and this year a different blue oval has brought a 2,000 horsepower electric van to the fight. But you don't make fans with vans.
We beat the rain. Call back, getting in the car. As I cross the line, sprinkles. Wild. I can't believe that.
Just finished qualifying. Scott ran a 45.1, 1/10 off of the electric van with 2,000 horsepower. So he's qualified P2. That's another record for the team personally with that 45.1.
Reporting to you live from England on July 14th, middle of summer. Going back to the heater to warm up.
That's pretty cool. I haven't seen one of these books in a while. The hard part about Goodwood is that the course is always changing. You don't get a lot of runs up, so it's suited more for a rally driver in that aspect, where your fourth run up the mountain, the driveway, has to be as fast as you're ever gonna go. He drove that this year and had the fastest time overall this year in that.
In that thing?
Yes.
Is that, it's not electric, it's got a radiator on it.
No,
What is it?
I have no idea.
It's a van.
It's a fan. That electric car has a lot of power, a lot of downforce. It's a weird looking vehicle, but I'm in an 83 wagon, so who's to talk?
It's kind of a microcosm of the motorsports community right now. The OEMs showcase how good E can be, and the motorsport enthusiast is really desperate to hang on to ICE. When the van went, you don't hear it go, and it puts in this amazing time, but all the anticipation was around what Scott could do in Project Midnight. Simply because people are motorsports fans there, and they want to feel the excitement around an ICE engine and what it's capable of.
There we go.
He can
there
tell.
we go.
Right, but here you go. What's dad jokes? Have you heard any dad jokes from Dan?
Yeah,
Come on, Dan, on the spot. Go. You got to be ready for this.
Did you hear about the two antennas that got married?
No.
The ceremony was boring, but the reception was great.
He delivers always.
Come on, boys. Sunday morning, last day. Come on, let's have it. Don't leave me hanging. All right.
With only the final run remaining, everyone has their own approach, Travis included.
You're not allowed to cut the course, right? Or go inside. But I had everything figured out. I got to pretend I'm out of control in the right places so I can cut as far into this grass and make it look as sideways as possible without getting penalized. And I knew my job going into Goodwood was to put on a good show, but what if I can beat Scott?
Off the line, it's clear Travis isn't holding back.
Oh, he didn't lift. He didn't lift.
Balancing speed versus the appearance of chaos.
Still kept the speed going. That was amazing.
Then the balance shifts. Travis's run ends here.
I'm okay. You okay?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Travis went out, pushed really hard, pushed harder than the grip.
Oh, what a shame for Travis Pastrana. That was fantastic to watch.
went off in the most embarrassing way possible with just this little bit of understeer and straight into the hay bales. I knew the mission and I failed the mission.
Travis went out. He's had a soft off into the hay bales. Here we are again. We're on a delay, waiting for, Travis's car to be collected.
With Travis out, the weight of the weekend lays with Project Midnight.
Guys crashed. No good.
Crazy. First we get down here, they sent a bunch of supercars. I don't know what those guys are doing, but they all went off.
I think it's wet everywhere. That guy crashed on the bottom.
One after another, they kept crashing. So we kind of got out of our rhythm. We're all amped up, and then delay. Scott's just trying to stay in the zone, watching his film, watching his in-car. There's one in front of him here, and then it's his turn.
Can a 4-cylinder internal combustion boxer engine overtake a purpose-built tube frame chassis electric concoction? With just fractions of seconds between them, the mission is clear and the pressure is on. The moment arrives. Handbrake. Revs up. Laser focus. And go.
Scott Speed off the line, going to try and take the fastest time here at the shootout at the Goodwood Hillclimb.
Scott gives it everything, but conditions are tough. A dirty track and colder temperatures means he can't expect the same grip he had in qualifying. It's risk versus reward. And there are risks.
He's the fastest in the middle sector so far. He uses every inch of the road there.
A full second slower than qualifying, but he's in first place with one competitor left. No one breathes. Their fate is in the hands of whatever comes next.
Come on. God damn it.
Scott doesn't know it yet, but he'll have to settle for second place in a Subaru that has been the most talked about car of the weekend. Romain Damas and the Super Van stay atop the leaderboard.
Woo! That was aggressive. What time did we do?
46.0.
Oh, it's really slippery. I tried not to have too much expectations going in that run because of how much the track was changing and obviously everybody crashing. I tried to really just be present and I executed super well. That's really close to all Shay's got. Good job, man. Thanks.
It's not outright victory, but it is a win for this team and for the event. Even the Duke can't help but be impressed.
Great to have you here. I haven't really seen you at all, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Fantastic drive.
Thanks. What a great event you created.
Yeah, it's really so pleased to have you here.
I'm blown away by the whole experience.
Hope you'll come back.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That was a fantastic drive you did.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Really great. Well done.
That was tough. Delay after delay with crashing in front of us. Just didn't have the grip that it had yesterday. Travis certainly found the limit of the grip.
Sorry! I ran out of talent somewhere between there and there. Next time, given the option, I just back it in. So sad. My bad, guys.
It's a win because it's this 4-cylinder Subaru that shows up to compete against the Goliaths of the motorsport industry. Going up this hill, carrying the Subaru brand, working out of a paddock the size of a postage stamp, For those reasons, it feels like a win when we can go there and put in a good time and put in the best Subaru time we've ever had up the hill.
An amazing debut for this car and driver combination. Festivities begin to wind down in England, but this is just the beginning of the Project Midnight story.
Goodwood's not going to be the end of Project Midnight's tenure.
Knowing what it's capable of and, where we could improve things, we can make that car do, I think, anything.
It's only going to get better, faster. Where it's going to end up, I don't know, but this is only the beginning.
Back in America, it's time for the Southern Ohio Forest Rally. The Travis versus Brandon battle resumes.
Southern Ohio Forest Rally. It's going to be a lot of fun.
This place is always packed. It's insane.
Everyone's coming out to watch the first jump.
You got these tarmac bits that are quite sketchy.
This is the mechanic crew. They're not ready to do any mechanicking, so we'll see what happens. I get what I pay for.
The short spectator stage through Chillicothe is just a warm-up for 2 long days of gravel ahead.
We got the stage win there by 1/2 a second on Travis, so tomorrow on to the proper gravel stages, which will be the fun part.
Fun runs done. It's down to the business of long stages with big rewards.
Ohio is just always a tricky event for me for some reason. Sometimes it just doesn't click.
3, 2, 1, go 6 right, 100, opens long.
Southern Ohio has so many downhills. You're right on the edge, and if you put a tire off at all, it's going to be big.
Semenuk and Williams want to get back on track after the double DNF in Oregon. Despite their excellent pace, they're chasing a few mechanical issues.
4 attempts going through the roof, 3.5 pressure, something to do with the rad. It's going up and up and up. They're doing good.
Leaves clog the radiator. They fix the issue between stages, but a missed hood pin leads to a shattered windshield.
They send me the bill, I ain't paying it. You can't use access wall.
It's not been an easy morning. Regardless, they are outpacing Pastrana and Gelsomino, who have a hard time believing the defending champion's story.
We're having car issues. We're not getting any traction, but we beat you by 45 seconds.
Yeah, you did. Our car's all over the road. I said, so is ours.
Then slow down.
2, 1, go. 30 left or minus.
With Travis remotivated after bouncing back from injury, he's piling the pressure back onto himself to perform, but the stage end banter tells the story.
Yep, got it.
I hate that stage. Goddamn, why is that the downhills, you gotta be so, it's just, if you're off by an inch,
go. Chris, hard left 3, 55.
By the end of the first leg, Semenuk holds a strong lead.
I always say I got flogged. Everyone's looking at me, they're like, oh, the times are way off, man. You're looking healthier, you're saying you're sleeping better. Why are you so slow?
Away from the competition, Subaru's community events, such as Subifest, allow like-minded enthusiasts to unite.
Ready to party, boy?
Always, Bucky. How you doing?
Good.
How's Betty doing?
He's good.
It's good? You sure?
How's the family huckster?
Well, the last time I drove it, it wasn't so great. So it
We
looks
won't talk about that, Travis.
The most popular person in attendance is always former team rallycross driver and legendary skateboarder Bucky Lasek.
You know, he's so passionate about running the car, interacting with fans. It's a great experience for everybody.
He forms a genuine connection with just about everyone he meets.
Super down-to-earth, friendly guy. Like he's a car guy and it kind of fits in with other car guys.
How's your project car, that 04 STI that you're building up? Bucky connects with the enthusiast in a way that our other drivers don't.
Would you choose to keep a manual transmission or a turbocharger?
It's like you can't choose one. It's like choosing your favorite kid.
They can't all be good.
I can choose a favorite kid.
Everybody loves Bucky.
I hoard Subarus, children, tortoises, dogs.
I'm still one of the biggest fans at these events.
You're with Betty here. Tell me your reuniting story with Betty.
My RX car and I go really far back.
Bucky's love for the brand was born as one of the founding drivers in the Subaru Rallycross program. His passion for everything Subaru would multiply from there.
I showed up to do my first seat testing, and the first thing I did was just start driving it like as I would like a tarmac car. And I ended up being very fast in it. And, you know, Dave Mira, Sverre Isaacson was there. It was an experience that I'll remember forever.
It was a new experience for him, but he excelled really, really well and really learned quickly. He had a great few years with us on the rallycross team.
He's a passionate builder, bodywork guy, and motorsport enthusiast.
Around 2016 or so, it was kind of at a time when I was still actively skateboarding, but I did have extra time. I am possibly on my way to go pick up my new project car. It's a 1998 L Coupe. So I decided to start my own channel. Got a pretty good following from it, and I started building cars with my daughter.
There's some cracks here, there's that going on.
This is like a diamond in the rough. She doesn't see what I see.
The love between Lasek and the race team never faded.
Bucky was a genuine fan of Subaru and of rally and rallycross.
He bleeds the blue, right?
And they're like, let's party again.
It was only natural that he would stay in the family, so to speak.
In California that night.
Lance Smith invited me to Vermont Sports Car to do like a YouTube kind of video where I kind of walked around and talked to all my old engineers, and during that filming, Lance was showing me Betty.
You recognize this one?
I do recognize this one. This one brings back a lot of memories. This is where it all started. He was like, yeah, it's a pretty complete car. It's gonna need some work.
You know, as you can see, it's 95% there. It's really, really good.
His wording was like kind of saying like, okay, is this car gonna start being used again kind of thing?
That's the bad stuff. The good stuff is, Bucky, this is your car.
It smells just like my car. He said to me, it's yours. And I was like, yeah, I know, it smells like my car, like I remember it very well.
No, this is your car.
What do you mean it's my car? Like,
I'm giving you this car.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
And I instantly just had a lump in my throat.
That is amazing. Yeah. Well, thanks for being part of the family. When we gifted Bucky the car a few years ago, we had no idea he would be driving it as an ambassador for Subaru in all these displays. It was just like, that's where that car should go, you know, and it started a whole new trend.
This genuine moment would spark a movement.
You got room for it, bud?
No. I've always worked so hard for what I've gotten, and this is like, it's a dream come true. Like, not only having my own race car, but like to be such a special part of my history. This is insane. I never take anything for granted. Getting back in the seat of Betty has been like a rebirth for me. All the old flashbacks and all the new.
One of the greatest skateboarders of all time, bronze medalist at X Games, crushing some of the best drivers in the world in a Subaru. I like that, you're higher than that.
Every time we show up at these Subi events, he's always pumped to see us because he knows it's a day he gets to drive, and that's a lot of fun.
Getting the green light to cut loose in Betty, it's not a bad thing.
In life, you'll always have that moment you wish you could relive, where you felt like you had it all and you wish you could savor it for just a minute more. For Subaru and its community, that moment is shared over and over again. Bucky's passion, his kindness, his drive is on full display at Subaru event after Subaru event. And he's all in.
I'd say overall it's been a pretty magnificent day.
In Ohio, it's the final day of competition. For Pastrana and Gelsomino, the mission is simple. Bad days happen. It's time to move on and lay down some winning stage times.
Brandon and I, you can overlay 9 out of 10 miles, and we're there. We're even. I'm not better than Brandon anywhere, but we're not losing any time. And I thought, all right, we're gonna see if we can pick up the pace. You gotta put it down and see if you still have what it takes to belong there.
That's fun, mate. 2, 1, go. 50 turn, left one at line. Yeah, Rocky. Don't.
To me, if you can't win a single stage, you shouldn't even be there.
In the other Subaru, Semenuk and Williams quickly catch on to Pastrana's blistering pace.
Flat crest.
I thought I was driving hard and I was driving good stages, and then he was getting stage wins.
The Subarus begin to battle. You can't spend all year asking for a fight, only to back away when it shows up.
Crest over 70.
Travis really loves these stages and it shows. He's been taking 10 seconds or so a stage out of Brandon.
If you don't have at least one moment on a stage, on every stage, you're not driving hard enough.
125.
Pastrana is back on the pace in the early stages of the day, but with speed comes the risk of disaster.
I had a brake at marker on left.
Slowing before yellow sign on left.
And I saw the marker on the right, and I'm looking for a marker on the left. Any normal human being would have been like, that's the marker.
3.
You gotta think, if you're doing 120,
That's gonna suck.
you're significantly past where you thought you were gonna have to brake. And when I hit the brakes,
Hold on. You right, mate?
Yep.
it was muddy enough that it just locked them up. I was like, I don't even think we came to a stop ever. It just kind of like bounced off the tree and it was good.
On the last day of Ohio, fighting with Travis was a lot of fun. I think at that point in that rally, maybe I started to actually think about the championship where I'm like, let's get these points now if these battles continue because we might make a mistake if we're getting pushed.
Flat crest, back 6 right minus through.
If this ends up happening every stage for the rest of the year, it's going to get quite tricky to win a rally.
In the end, Semenuk's early lead holds up, but both drivers are now up to speed and trading stage wins.
Second place, Mr. Travis Pastrana and Rhiannon Gelsomino. And in first place, Brandon Semenuk and Keaton Williams.
But the bigger news is both teams are now running with confidence, and with confidence comes pace.
Our pace is there and feeling confident enough to get the job done when we were willing to do it.
The second half of the season just has never really treated me amazing.
I'm doing 2 days driving.
I am very worried.
Don't actually remember which way to go.
I'm not really sure what the game plan is. It sounds like the engine's gonna explode.
A lot of things that go on you don't talk about.
If you're willing to just go flat out, you can get away with it.